Hi everybody, it's Andrea. I know I've been away for some time, so I thought I would do a quick update on what's been going on with me. I'm sorry if I look a bit tired. I had a rough night last night. We had a stray cat come into our backyard about 1 o'clock in the morning, and it came up to the sliding glass door, and my cat saw it, and I have no other way to say this, but he went batshit crazy. This is the second time it's happened, this stray cat, but it was just insane. Throwing himself at the sliding glass door, hissing and yowling and running around the house, and just, I'm doing my best, turning on the light, trying to get that cat to go away, but my cat was so wound up. Then he went after his brother, so now they're all weirded out and hissing at each other. It was just, there was not a whole lot of sleep in my home last night, so forgive me if I'm a little tired and all that, but it was just bizarre. My cats need kitty Prozac. They're just whacked. Ooh, God, I didn't get a new webcam, and so I just saw that my face kind of like froze in a weird position, so I don't know how that's going to look. So I think the last thing that I talked about was that I was going in for the Dysport shots in my neck for the cervical dystonia. I went in and got it done, and she chose to do a lower amount of cc's because I don't present with a severe case. If you look up cervical dystonia, a lot of what you see is really people twisted to one side and can't move, or jerking and that type of thing. And mine, because it's a pulling back sensation, and I guess I just have a slight chin tilt, and when I turn my head a certain way, it kind of like does some weird quivering thing, and my neck to ear shoulder balance is slightly off, but it doesn't present as being that severe. So we did the shots, and it did nothing. I was very disappointed. But on the, I think it's the 25th, because you have to wait 3 months before you can do it again, we're going to try it one more time at a higher dosage to see if it works at all. And then if that doesn't work, there might be an option of actually trying Botox. They all work within the same type of mechanisms of whatever the drugs do to try to alleviate that locked in muscle, but we'll see what happens. I'm not expecting much, but we'll see. Another thing was, I know I had talked about the increased neuropathy from going from the hug now all the way down my body. The weird sensations of like having jeans on too tight when I'm in a sitting position or a lying position. It's literally like I have jeans on that are too tight. And if you've ever worn jeans that were too tight and you get like a crease in them, you can feel that like crease cutting into your skin. Well, I'll get that sensation, and I'll want to like pull, and there's nothing to pull. Very bizarre. So I was trying Cymbalta because it's supposed to help quiet the nerve endings in your brain to maybe calm down the neuropathy. So I was on 30 milligrams, and I was on that for, I want to say, 3 to 4 months, and it wasn't doing anything. So then we upped me up to, I think it was 60 milligrams. Not doing anything, but then the side effects started getting bad. The standing up dizziness, that whenever you see the commercials and they say one of the side effects could be dizziness with standing, well, it got pretty bad. I mean, where I'm like hanging on to stuff. Then one of the, I don't know if it's one of the typical side effects or whatever, but I had extreme constipation. We're talking bad, and going to great lengths to go to the bathroom. And I'm not going to get into that here, but I'm sure any of you have ever dealt with constipation issues, because it's been a problem I've had my whole life. It was bad. And then the thing I noticed was my mood change. And it came on slowly. But then I kind of started really thinking about how I guess I was withdrawing from friends and all of you that follow me on Facebook. I was feeling very antisocial, not wanting to interact, not feeling that I had anything to say. And for those of you who have been following me and stuff, you know that I usually have quite a bit to say. So I really started looking at this and realizing this all started when I started the Cymbalta. So I saw my neurologist just last week, and I had quit taking the Cymbalta, and now I'm on a new drug to try to help with the nerve pain and neuropathy. And it is a drug, and I should have brought it with me. I cannot pronounce the name of it, but it is an excuse me, an anti-seizure medication that they use off-brand for nerve things. It's in the lines of Tegretol and those type of drugs. So I'm starting very low on it, and then you titrate up to a higher dose. And she's telling me that, I can figure out what balance works the best for me. But she gave me guidelines of how to increase the dosage, and, I can play around a little bit with it if I see any improvement. So keep your fingers crossed it will help. Because now, I don't know if it's because of the stopping the Cymbalta and starting the new drug, and your body gets kind of out of whack. But now the that electrical shock thing with the word I can never pronounce, the Learmeets or Lemeets sign, where when you bend your head forward you get that electrical shock. Well, now I get it when I turn my eyes, when I turn. It's strange, and it's like a weird jolt inside, and it's almost like it's like jolting like my heart. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a weird ugh. And it brings on like a short feeling of panic. It's really strange. And my doctor, who I think I've told you in the past, she's okay. She listens fairly well, but she doesn't give the warm fuzzies at all. And it's always, well, it's an MS-y thing. So I just like, okay, whatever. I'm going to try this drug and see if it helps. I just had my 12th infusion yesterday of Tysabri. So far, I have not had a relapse. I've not seen any changes, good or bad. So I guess that's okay. That's good. One thing she did talk to me about, which I was happy, is that it looks like BG12 is going through the FDA right now. And she was thinking somewhere in the next 6 months or so, it should be available on the market. And she wants to put me on that. She said, hopefully it should be within before I hit that 2-year mark on Tysabri. And she feels that I need to go on to this. The efficacy isn't as great as Tysabri, but it is better than all the other crab drugs. Side effects are nothing compared to what they are with Tysabri. Obviously, the risk of PML, and since I am JC positive, my chances of getting it are higher. So I was really glad about that, and that she felt that I should transition to that before that 2-year mark. Where before she was Miss rah rah rah, don't worry. Now this is coming online and she's like, okay, we're going to put you on this because you are JC positive. So I'm, looking forward to doing that. And I know Andy in Australia was in the drug study for it and has been on it. I think she's still on it and has done really well. So, knock on wood that I get it. It gets approved by my insurance and I can afford it. So that's what's been going on with me. I can't really think of anything else. Just that. I've missed you, and I hope I know a lot of people were worried about me and thinking I was maybe in a relapse or having some other problems, and it was basically trying to cope with the neck pain, the bizarre neuropathy, and all of that. And then just my frame of mind just wasn't good. And I've been on this off the Cymbalta now close to 2 weeks, and I already am feeling a little bit more like my old self. So I'm hoping that that improves. I'm hoping that the new drug doesn't have the same side effects for me. I'm one of those people that if there's any kind of mood change associated with the drug, I tend to be affected by it. And I'm not a depressive person. I've never had to take antidepressants. I've always been, I'm going to take charge. I'm going to try to be as knowledgeable as I can because it gives me a sense of control. So I don't fall into that depression. So keeping my fingers crossed with all of that. So for all of you who have written me and were concerned, I did not mean to worry you. I hope this explained a little bit of why I've been gone. I'm really hoping to get back into the swing of things. Not quite there yet, but it's getting better. And I will let you know how the next round of Dysport goes, and hopefully I get some relief. Another thing I did want to say was to Christine that I saw your 60 Minutes appearance, and I thought it was awesome and frustrating at the same time. But you did a great job, and I love you. And Judy, who's called, and I've not returned calls. I've been very bad. I've not wanted to be on the phone with anybody. So please, nobody think that I was upset with you or anything like that. It was just my frame of mind was not good, and it's getting better, and I think it was the Cymbalta. And then all the side effects on top of it was, I was not a very happy camper. So that's it for now. And hopefully you'll be seeing me again real soon. And to all of you who still follow me, if there is a topic you want to talk about, please let me know, because I'm like drawing a blank. I can't. I guess I have nothing to say is kind of true, because I really don't know what to talk about anymore. So, signing out for now. Take care. Love you all. Thanks for the wishes. Bye bye.